it's Melanie and welcome to today's video. As you can see by the title of the video, we are working on the kitchen today and we're doing some renter-friendly renovations, so I'm really excited about it. Hopping right into it, I actually wanted to do this project way earlier, but I was waiting on some packages because I wanted to test out different things. So this got pushed back a lot, but that being said, I'm so excited for this one. We are going to be doing the backsplash. So I ordered some samples. I really wanted to go with kind of like an Italian looking tile. And these aren't actual tiles, they're like vinyl stickers, but I thought design was super cute. All of these are from Amazon, by the way, so I can definitely link them, but this one is just little peel and stick, and technically for all of these you are able to peel and stick them directly to your backsplash if you just have a wall or if you have tile or anything like that, but I want it to be reusable and I'm also kind of nervous about damage to our backsplash, so I'm gonna try out another method with command strips. I think I'm gonna try out the method tonight to test it for you guys so that I will only be filming it if it works well. I also ordered 2 samples of tile. This one was supposed to be green, but to me it just looks like marble and I wasn't a huge fan. The quality of it seems great, but I don't really like the coloring of it. But the other one I got, I really like. It's kind of like a pinky beige. I think it looks pretty authentic. I think it looks pretty real and I like that it's not too pink. I think it matches really well with these, so this is what we're gonna be going for. Let's go look at the kitchen. I'm clearly gonna have to clean all of this out and I'm gonna clean the backsplash and the whole kitchen area first before I do anything. The kitchen is having the tile vertically all over here, 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 and then behind the oven I'm gonna have that Italian tinted tile, so it's gonna be kind of more of a little statement piece, but that's what's in the works. I'm so excited for it, so I will be back soon with some updates. Hello friends, I just received my package for the rest of the supplies that I need to finish. Well, actually not finish, I'm still waiting on one more package that was delayed, but I should be able to finish majority of the backsplash today, which I'm really excited about because I think the last time I updated you guys was just the beginning of this video when I was explaining that I was going to do a little trial run for this backsplash, which I did. I will show you in a second. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's definitely like a little bit of a learning curve, which sucks a little because it's an expensive learning curve, but awesome. I definitely know that I like how this looks more than the backsplash that came with our place. Not that it's bad, but it's just a little bit dark, and I really like how this color brightens up our place, and I think it just matches my personality a lot more. So I really love how it looks. There's some little oopsies parts in it, so hopefully I won't make those mistakes again from my little learning process. But I got 2 more packs of these peel and stick tiles. I got some more command strips, and then what I'm waiting on, I thought 1 pack of these would be enough, but I need a 2nd pack of these, so I think I'm gonna start this part today, but I probably can't put it up there until it should be arriving tomorrow. But last time these got delayed, it took a whole extra week, and I really want to finish this project before the weekend ends. So, you know, we'll just see what happens. Worst comes to worst, we already have a patchy backsplash, so I'll just leave it. But let me show you what we have right now. Over here, this gray stone is what came with our apartment, which by no means is bad. It's just, as I said, not really my style. I would never pick it for myself. So we're doing a little renter-friendly DIY. And this is what the finished backsplash looks like. Let me show you with some lighting. For the most part, I like it a lot. The only thing is that you look over here, I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, there are a couple wrinkles where I messed up. I also changed out the outlet plates, which I think adds such a nice touch. So that's what it's looking like, and I'm pretty happy with it, obviously, or else I would not be doing more of it. See, it's so much cuter than the dark gray. I'm just not a gray person. But these are peel and stick tiles from Amazon. I can link them below. I initially wanted to use the certain brand that I saw in a lot of videos that has a pretty good reputation, but I'm very conscious and kind of nervous about damaging stuff at this apartment because we have a really high security deposit, and I also don't really like the idea of peel and stick tiles not being reusable. So what I am essentially doing is using poster board, attaching the tiles to the poster board, and then command stripping it to the wall. That way I can reuse the tiles for another purpose later. If I ever move out of this apartment, I could reformat it to the new shape of my backsplash in a new place, or I could use it for some other craft if I want a tile appearance somewhere else. These tiles are also, since they're not a name brand, they're from Amazon, I wasn't as confident that they wouldn't damage what's back there. Even though mine is stone, I was still nervous about paint ripping or anything like that. I just wanted to minimize the chance of ruining anything here and having to pay extra. I would save money by getting the off-brand one because it was less than half the price, and then just stick it to poster board and command strip it. That's just what I felt worked best for here, and it is a little bit more time consuming, but it helps me sleep at night knowing that I'm not ripping the walls or anything like that. Let's get to doing these two sections of the kitchen. It's probably gonna take a while because these two sections are a lot bigger than this section. However, this section had a lot of little grooves I had to cut out. It had 2 outlets, and all of that adds a lot of time. So what we're gonna start off by doing is just moving everything out of the way and giving the surface and the backsplash and everything around it a really good cleaning and wipe down. So now that this section is all cleared out and clean, the next step is to take poster board. I just got this big set of 10 poster boards from Target. It was like $5. I'm going to cut this to fit perfectly in each section, kind of like little puzzle pieces. I'm gonna start by taking the measurements. It does get a little difficult because you have to measure, cut out little holes for the outlets, and like under here there's little ledges, so I have to make sure all of that fits well, but we can do it. We did it once before. I have to write this all down because I'm gonna forget. Time to cut it to size. We've moved locations. I measured out all of my pieces, and it took 3 poster boards together to cover that wall. So what I'm gonna do now is tape these 3 together. This coffee table, unfortunately, probably not even big enough to cover the whole thing, but we're gonna try. So what I do is just take some clear tape and I tape the boards together. Of course, I measured it first. Gonna make sure they're all lined up. Now that we have this one crazy long panel all taped together, I'm going to one last time measure it against the wall and make sure it fits, and then we're gonna start attaching the peel and stick tiles to this poster board. Oh my gosh, this thing's like taller than me. It's actually so nerve-wracking to see if all of your measurements are gonna pay off, but let's see. It's also clearly very flimsy now, which makes it a little hard to work with, but if it is cut out to the right measurement, it should hold itself up decently. I also have my little stepping stool over here, which has become necessary. It's a good thing I measured because something's off here. I am gonna have to fix that and then I will come back. All right, so luckily fixing that was not too bad, and now we can see it fits in all the little corners. All right guys, so now we are getting to the fun part, which is adding the tiles. This part can be therapeutic. It can also be a little stressful and tedious because you want to make sure that they're all aligned and not lumpy like I made them in my last one. And then you also have to follow the cutouts for all the outlets and stuff like that, which becomes a little bit challenging. But with some practice, hopefully I will be better at doing it this time than I was last time. My pack comes with 10 different tiles that are 12 by 12. Hopefully I have enough. I did the math, but I've been making quite a few mistakes. It's also a little bit tough because a lot of times I have like extras like this much, but there's not really many places I can use this without it looking kind of sloppy, but maybe I will be able to find a craft to use these for later. So we are gonna start sticking these down. One thing that I did find a little helpful is that I like to start with the top of it and align it and kind of like a band-aid pull the bottom part out from underneath. It probably would be helpful too if you had like a squeegee like tool, but I've just been using my hands and I feel like it's been doing a decent job. But I pull the top part off, put it down and align it up to make sure it's straight. It is pretty sticky, but it is somewhat forgiving if you don't push it down firmly all the way. But I have found once you push it down, then it's kind of stuck there. So then I start to slowly pull it out from underneath and push the top down, make sure there's no air bubbles, and also make sure that it's aligned on all sides. All right. That one was easy enough. Sometimes I get little bubbles though, and then you kind of freak out. So I'm just gonna keep going. You go one over, you just overlap them a tiny bit so that the grout is even. Alright guys, so I finished tiling this entire thing. It is so big and long, I can't even fit it in the frame. What I'm gonna do now is add a bunch of command strips to the back. I have this type, I believe 4 of these are supposed to hold 16 pounds, and it's definitely not 16 pounds, but I use a couple more just to make sure that it's secure onto the wall. And if I don't use a good amount of these, it'll kind of droop and it won't like stay close to the wall. So I'm gonna put these around kind of like the perimeter, some in the middle, and they're the type that kind of like Velcro to each other. And then we're going to hang it up and see what it looks like. You know, I wonder if I actually will be able to reuse this tile stuff. Not too bad. That is basically the system that I use for doing this. I'm probably gonna take a little break, but I'm definitely gonna finish as much of this as I can tonight, and I will show you guys the before and after, and then we're gonna get to organizing and finishing the kitchen. All right guys, it's a bit later now. I finished cutting out the cardboard for the last 2 pieces of the backsplash. So as you can see over here, I have one little more corner for the pink, and then right behind the stove, I'm actually gonna be using, where did I put it? I'm gonna be using these tiles. So this might take a little bit longer because I have to peel and stick each one individually. I also don't have enough of those ones, so they should be coming tomorrow, but I can get the bulk of it done, so I think I'm still gonna try to at least hang it up tonight, and then you can get a visual of what it's gonna look like. But let's finish tiling our last 2 cardboard pieces, and then we're gonna hang it up. And my favorite part is gonna be redecorating or reorganizing the kitchen. I can't wait for that. And then I think it'll look so much better too in the daylight tomorrow. Let's get to tiling. We're almost there. I have this little corner finished, so all that's left is putting the outlet plates on, and I'm gonna put a couple appliances over here and organize a little bit. All right guys, this is what the corner is looking like. I love it so much, especially with the new outlet plates in. So we're gonna move some things over here. I kept this one white because it is gonna be covered by appliances. Everything is crammed over here right now, so let's reorganize it a little bit. Clean it a little bit first. guys, I just set it up. I think it looks so cute, and if I think it looks good now, I can't imagine how much I'm gonna like it once it's finished with the backsplash behind the oven and in daylight. Let me show you what we have right now. I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna keep it organized like this, but for now I do like it. So I moved my little cookbook section over here just because I feel like you can see it better, so it's a little bit more centerpiece. I have cutting boards, this little picture, some like decor, fruit, and then, you know, utensils and whatnot. The backsplash is gonna go over here. Hopefully that'll be in tomorrow so that I can finish it off, but I'll be sure to show you guys once that comes. And then this is what this corner is looking like. I think these appliances are way better over here because it's just much more accessible, and these are just the other things I have out right now. Overall though, I think it's looking so good, and it's brightened up the kitchen so much, which is exactly what I was going for. The place is so much more colorful now and not as gray, besides that little box that is still peeking through. But this is what is gonna be covering it. I absolutely love it. The grout part, these little lines, I feel like match perfectly with the tile we have. As you can see, I still need a couple more tiles to fill in the rest of the piece, but once we have that, we will be done with the kitchen. Hi friends, and happy Tuesday. I just got back from doing a little Marshalls and Target run, and I got some things to finish off the kitchen. I'm gonna show you real quick. I got this little stand that I want to put the olive oil dispenser on, and then I got these salt and pepper shakers that I'm gonna put on top of it with that. I got these 2 spoons. They're more of salad mixers. Go back here. It might be a little long, but we'll figure that out. I also got a whisk. I got this from Marshalls to hold my sponges because right now they're on the counter and I really don't like that they're taking up counter space, so I'm gonna try this out. Also got these clips from Marshalls. I use these for all of my like leftover snacks and food and stuff, and I've been running out, so I just picked up some of these. And then I also got some pasta from Target. I keep these in these clear sealable jars that I got from Amazon. They kind of double as decor, but of course we eat the pasta too. It did make me get colorful pasta. Alright guys, so we have an unfortunate update. My backsplash tiles, they're nowhere to be found. I've been having so many issues with these specific tiles. And it sucks too because I only need a couple more of them. Both times I ordered it, it got delayed like almost 5 days, which is like kind of a lot for Amazon, you know? And so I get so excited to do this project, and I just keep having patches of our backsplash like not matching. Like this is definitely better than it was before, but this part still bothers me so much. That's the update. Hopefully I'll have some good news. Who knows, maybe it'll turn up tonight. I swear my washing machine is always running every single time I want to film, but I can't help it. It is like the loudest washer in the world. I'm too excited for this backsplash, so we're gonna work on it. We're gonna finish it today. Lucky little old me, these stupid tiles ended up turning up. I'm so happy about this because I cannot wait to get this up and see what the finished kitchen will look like. So I should have plenty here. I'm just gonna watch some YouTube. I'm gonna finish tiling this whole thing, and then I will catch you guys when I am attaching it to the final empty space of my backsplash. I could not be more excited. Alright guys, this is the moment we've been waiting for this entire video. I finished the last piece. She's looking gorgeous. This side is actually a little wonky, but I think I'm gonna be able to tuck it in and hide it. The command strips on the back. So let's go attach it to the wall and finish the backsplash. This is kind of nerve-wracking because if it doesn't look good, you know, like at the end of a project, it's like I spent all that time and money to make my place look worse. On top of that, you have to spend extra time and money to fix it. So let's just hope this isn't a fail. Here we go. I think we're finished. All right guys, I just put everything back so that we could reveal what the finished backsplash is looking like, and I really like it. I think it's so pretty. Also guys, this wasn't really shown in this video, but I wanted to shout it out because it is a part of this kitchen. But I did these little mini frame DIYs for my fridge. They're just little magnets. It's like a mini baby frame wall. Like obviously I love frames everywhere and on my fridge. I think it's so cute. I also just love miniature stuff, hence all the miniature polymer clay food. It also adds just such a nice personal touch because I like having little personal photos on here. I think it's so cute. Guys, I am really so happy with how this turned out. I think it brightens up the kitchen so much and it makes everything match a little better. I also just feel like this kitchen feels so much more me now, and I'm just so happy with the print and the color. And I think I'm gonna end off this video here. So thank you guys so much for joining me in this little renter friendly DIY and this episode of my moving diaries, where I pretty much finish off my kitchen. I once again am so happy with how it turned out, but thank you guys for joining me this week on this DIY. I had so much fun and I am just so happy and in love with my kitchen now. So stay tuned for next week and the next moving diaries episode, and I will see you guys there. Bye guys.